Dun, 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 dun. Hey everybody, welcome to welcome to Lundites Unite podcast.
Lundites.
We love Nathan Lund.
Yeah,
My name
dude.
is Mack, and what I say is live, laugh, Lund.
Hell yeah, I love Nathan Lund. My name is Jason Melton. I swore a promise to love Nathan Lund for my whole life, and love all the great work he does on Chubby Behemoth, making that podcast funny when everyone else seems to refuse to make it funny.
Yeah.
Despite
And
everyone
they
else.
antagonistically make it unfunny.
But yeah, he brings it down on
Thank
purpose.
you for Nathan Lund making that one good.
I am Ted Lundy. I've never killed, but if Nathan Lundquist needs me to step up,
Nathan Lund, he kills on
Yeah.
stage,
On
I'll
stage,
tell you
yeah.
that much.
Check out his
Nathan
special,
Lund.
Soups Nuts.
Yeah, everyone check out his special.
Soups On.
It was performed at Lincoln Lodge in
fuck, what's it
Chicago,
called?
folks, and it's on YouTube.
Chicago.
Probably.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's something about soup.
Something.
It's called something about soup.
So Nathan Lund is the main host of Chubby Behemoth podcast. It's him and Sam Tallent, and then the Jewish guy in the corner that I don't
Mark
know who he is.
Nathan.
Him and two other guys, I don't even know their names.
Yeah, but the Jewish guy in the corner he's
Soup's
okay.
on.
But
Soup's
I've
on.
I've noticed in the past month that guy had a little bit of hair, a little bit of curly hair, and now he's bald.
Nice.
That was fast. He
Nate
he
Bargatze.
completely balded in like
The Chubby Behemoth curse.
yeah. He
All
balded
your
very
hair falls
fast.
out.
But yeah, man, I just love Nathan Lund. Everything he does, especially on their pod.
Kind of
Like
carries the whole
he carries the
pod
thing.
despite
Imagine Sam
everything.
Tallent just on there, just talking about how he's the biggest, fattest
Who's
guy.
Sam?
That's
Who
a
is-
heavy
who's
guy
Sam
to
Tallent?
carry. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
First
Ham.
I'll say who.
Yeah.
Okay, Ham Talent. I guess it rings a bell. Taco Bell.
Yeah.
This guy loves to
I
eat.
saw Sam Tallent. He did this thing. It's a video where he was wearing a shirt and he didn't have his arms out, and he was pretending like he was an amputee.
Uh-huh. Oh,
And
yeah, I saw that. Yeah, he was-
That's kind of an interesting story, but do you have any stories about Nathan Lund doing a video?
No,
I've
but
never
but
seen
because
him
I
do
don't really care
something.
about
no.
this.
All I wanted to
Stoop.
say is it
Based
was
on who you're talking about,
incredibly.
I don't care.
Mhm, yeah.
He said, I commented that's incredibly ableist
Wow.
of
'Cause
him
it
to do.
was.
Yeah, it was kind of offensive. That is true.
Yeah.
wasn't funny, it was
especially
very
when
hack.
he wears short shorts. Like, what if you have no arms? What kind of
Yeah.
shorts do you wear?
Yeah.
Exactly. I guess they're all long shirts.
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
I think he
Guess
should
a
just start
t-shirt is
wearing.
a long sleeve.
He should just start wearing regular shorts because he's so tall. His regular shorts will look like short shorts.
I guess if you have nubs, your shirt looks like fat gay.
It's so funny because
that's how he looks.
yeah.
He goes, "I'm not wearing a long shirt. My arms are just really short."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's kind of making fun of.
He wears
people
like spandex shorts, like
nubs.
they're like women's,
Yeah.
they're like women's tiny shorts.
and he makes shorts tiny.
They're not
folks.
regular shorts.
You
This
know that
guy-
video? He wasn't wearing a long shirt. His arms were just really short.
Yeah, he kind of said that a little bit. Actually, no,
If you invent, or
I said it. I said it again.
no, he said a different version. I like both.
some people have
Good work.
small weddings.
I said it twice. I said it because you were talking.
There are a lot of
I
versions
said it again
of
because I
this.
liked it so much and I wanted a clear version of it to come through.
Yeah.
His arm to body ratio was.
Oh, can we
Incredible.
stop talking about him?
Yeah, can we talk about my hero Nathan Lund?
Yeah,
How much I love
Nathan
him.
Gunn. Yeah,
Nathan
Hopefully,
Fun.
Nathan guns down his podcast co-host.
He talks money.
I might
nothing
actually have to
else.
edit that out for YouTube. We might be monetized on YouTube soon, guys.
Not for long.
So we gotta.
Can't wait
We're not gonna tone anything down, but we just can't talk about a few different things that get you demonetized.
Like what?
Talk about.
Okay, we can't talk about.
So none of the cool shit.
No, we can talk about plenty of stuff.
Talk about
It's like we
live,
can't talk about anything.
laugh, Lund, live, laugh, Lund.
All right. Only the patrons can hear the things we just said. Because timestamp. All right, that's easy. 5 minutes.
The Lund Fund. If you want to sign up for Bad Comedy,
Mhm. Or-
support us supporting Nathan Lund.
Well,
We bought his
this is
t-shirts.
actually. I was learning about nonprofit organizations. If you think about a Bad Comedy as a nonprofit organization, because we just use the money to make the quality of the organization nicer versus just paying out the people.
reinvesting
You know?
in the
We
product.
reinvest, yeah.
You know what's weird is that a lot of times they go on the road, Sam and Nathan, and Nathan opens for Sam.
Wow.
Whenever I see Nathan Lund and then I see Sam Tallent, I'm watching Sam Tallent, I think I want a re-Lund.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't want my money back. I want
Yes.
Nate Lund to go again.
Can we bring him back up?
Bring
here?
him back up after
Jesus,
Sam.
Just a
You know,
cleanup
the
this
only person
mess.
who's told me they've read his
We
book
should
is
do-
Rovan, and Rovan can't read.
Why did he read that?
Ron lied.
What made him read that?
I don't know. There's no way he paid for it.
I would read a
wanted
book
to
of
learn.
Nathan. I would read a book that Nathan Lund would write.
Yeah. Nathan Lund, can you write a book about like the struggle of
Maybe like
being forced to open for someone who's way worse than you?
Or your Arby's order.
Yeah, it's in
Yeah.
lines. The order takes forever.
I read this book
I want
called.
to relund.
I read this book by Sam.
I want to read.
I read this book by
Arby's.
Sam Tallent, being like, "That's such a hassle," and he just it's all complaints. Each chapter is a different, like, long complaint he has, and the book's called "That's Such a Hassle."
The humble hassle.
The humble hassle. Yeah, Nathan Lund. If you're ever in town with Sam, we'd like to have you on the podcast. Not Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just,
Sam's banned from this podcast for good.
Just tell him you got to go out and do some banking, some personal affairs.
Yeah,
just like
Tell
say
him you
you're
got to
going
meet
the-
your uncle for lunch.
yeah. Tell me you gotta get your affairs in order.
You're going to the gym or something.
You don't want to hurt
never
his
join
feelings.
you.
He's very sensitive.
Yeah, tell him. Tell him you got all your funds tied up in stocks and equities. So you gotta go sort that out.
Yeah, all your
Tell him you're
all your
going on
Lunds.
bad
Yeah.
comedy.
All your Lund coins. You should start a money called Lund coins, dude.
Yeah.
See, the one thing about Ham Talent is he doesn't have any cool fans as you do, like us. Like he has what are they? His hams? Are those his fans?
It's the hammies.
He's got one psycho guy who joined our Patreon and said a bunch of
Yeah.
psycho stuff.
At
Chubby
first, I
Behemoth
thought he was talking shit
hammies.
about us, but the whole time it turned out he was talking shit about him.
Yeah. Then he said we were better than some other podcasts I never heard of.
We have.
I think I knew the
Baddies.
podcast you said.
But his head of what's a podcast is just podcasts that Sam has been on.
Yeah, it was funny because he deleted everything he posted, but I always see it before he would delete it. 'Cause
Yeah,
it-
me too.
It pops up as a notification for me.
Yeah.
And
The Chubby
I bet he has a
Behemoth.
bunch of healthy relationships in his life. with
Yeah,
his-
that
I
guy's-
bet he's got a beautiful partner and a happy paternal relationship and some kids that aren't completely traumatized.
yeah, I'm sure he won't die from like a heart attack from being way too stressed out and anxious all the time and
Yeah.
freaking out at random people he doesn't know.
Gosh,
I'm
this
sure he has.
line.
I'm sure he has 0 restraining orders.
We're talking about he changed his name to just period, just dot, so people can't
That's
dox him
great.
like I did.
a-
I
what
need
a
to
psycho.
I need to give a shout out to new patrons. We got Joe Hughes.
Yeah, shout
the
out Joe. What's
back of
good,
Beer
Joe?
Belly.
Joey boy.
He's every time I get off stage, he shares some salt, some caffeine with me.
Here's some smelling salt.
It's
That dude gave
it's
me-
spelled similar to caffeine.
Uh-oh.
That dude gave me that guy gave me a couple gummy bears. They're weirdly wrapped in foil. They made me rethink my whole life.
Yeah, one time I took one of his
Gummy
one time I took one of his
scares.
gummy bears at 2 a.m. and I had work the next day.
And you
Whoopsie
didn't go to work
daisies.
that day.
I did not go to work.
No. Sorry.
I wonder if somebody will use this in a trial. It's a free episode.
Mac probably would
Well,
want to try.
I mean, I'm done with that job.
do we have any smelling salts?
No,
or
I mean
any
not
other
you. I mean for
salts?
arresting our new patron.
Oh, we did say his name. Okay, I'll bleep out his last name. God damn it, dude.
Oh, I forgot to put my sunglasses on. Let's start over.
Timestamp.
Who else we got? We got more new patrons.
Oh yeah, we got one more that just joined yesterday. I don't think I
Do you think
know
Joe
him.
Hughes is related to
Become a baddie
John Hughes?
yesterday. John Hughes, great director.
Hey Joe, normally we have like an applause button or a welcome to the party pal
16
button.
Love Handles, I believe, is the movie, and it's about Sam Tallent. But he actually has 18.
Dude, we should send him a really official email. Like, we'd like you to star in this new movie coming out, 16 Love
Yes.
Handles.
Get like a whole script, like
Yeah.
AI to make
All
a
right.
script.
So
It's a remake of an 80s movie.
guys, we got to do like fake sound buttons. So we'll go like
It's about Ferris Bueller just eats hot
we'll go
dogs.
like
Yeah.
a bigger audience.
You want
This
to
message is for Joe Hughes.
And then we'll go, and then we'll do, welcome to the party, pal. And then we'll do, domo arigato. Okay. So,
go
hey,
ahead.
welcome Joe Hughes to the podcast. Welcome to the party, pal.
over.
Domo arigato, Mr.
Dando Simo.
Joe Hughes.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
And then we also got
Domo.
Robert Brudnak.
You know my favorite part of having
I don't know who
sex?
that is, but thanks for joining, pal. You're a part of the Baddie Army now, and it's growing stronger by the fucking day, baby.
Stronger than the Chubby Behemoth Sam.
Oh
which
yeah,
is
don't
short for
don't listen to
sandwiches.
Sam Tallent's podcast. But if you are a huge fan of Sam
I
Talent,
listened to an episode recently, and
Don't be
they went to
offended.
Japan, and Sam complained about them going to see a giant robot for 30 minutes.
Of course, a giant robot.
And the one guy's
for 30
like, "Come on, I
minutes.
liked a giant robot."
Yeah.
And then Sam's like, "No, it sucked.
Yeah.
You're an idiot for liking it."
you may as well
Modern
just start a
miracle.
podcast called My Wife.
I take all my friends' things that they like and I crush them.
That's not a giant robot. That's my wife.
I saw
It
a
probably
giant,
is.
I saw a giant Rovan, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Rovan and Michael Robinson were holding down the stream. last
Michael
weekend.
Robinson said that Rovan looks like he's dead.
Shout out to R. Kelly.
Kelly R.
I don't know if he said did he say he looks like my dad or he is my dad, like his personality and
He
stuff.
said he looks like he's dead
His Michael Robinson
because
dad
he's
loves our
like
podcast.
shorter and swole.
Gotcha.
He loves
Have you
that
seen
we're
Michael
crazy as
Robinson's
hell.
No, I should try to look him up today.
He's probably on the DL. Remember, he's smoking that Underground Railroad or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
No, don't say he's on the DL. That means that you're
Smoking
secretly
that
gay.
Harriet Tubman.
the black community.
I think he's probably gay.
He's been smoking
Don't
that
say that.
Helen
He
Keller.
likes us, dude. He's a super. Michael Robinson's dad is our only old head black guy.
Because he's like,
I'm just saying,
finally.
there's nothing wrong with being gay nowadays. Maybe he could come out.
That's the
But he's
problem.
not gay. He's cool.
And he has gang affiliations. He's got gay affiliations.
No gang.
Oh shit!
Oh,
I
okay,
misheard you.
Way different.
Whoa, that's way different.
Yeah. Here's to you, Kelly Robinson.
R. Kelly.
Why don't you
who
do
taught
that?
the Foo
cover?
Fighters
Actually,
to
that would be.
fly.
I would actually really get behind you doing a parody of that song, and it's just all dedicated to Michael Robinson's dad. Like, you know, here's you,
See you,
Kelly
Kelly
Robinson.
You like
We
that.
loved when we called you on the podcast.
Uh-huh.
You are cool.
Yeah, that was fun.
And not gay.
Yeah.
You're not gay.
Remember when you said you smoked weed? We thought that was really, really neat. We love you.
This is already coming together pretty naturally.
Smoke that
organically.
Harriet Tubman.
Yeah, dude. Actually, if you don't want to do this, I will do this.
Do it. Can you do it?
Yeah, I'll do
Because
it.
I still need to do that song that I really want to make. I just haven't had time.
What
I
song
need to
is
look
it?
through Michael Robinson's Facebook and find some pictures.
The
of him.
Right by
Oh, yeah,
by
yeah.
Edgar
Music
David Allan Coe.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be a music video. Maybe I'll do some music. It might be just maybe more of a slideshow. Because I don't want to get a Shakespeare outfit and
Get it for one use.
yeah.
Something last night was talking about.
But if I can make the song good enough and I just do kind of a slideshow thing, maybe with some photoshoppings, then it'd be good.
Hey, Dylan, I got you your birthday present
Oh,
finally.
did you finally?
Yeah, I got you grills.
Oh, nice.
They
Oh.
were more.
Their fangs.
I don't know if they're cool. I don't know. They look weird.
No,
have
I
fangs,
bought
nice.
the same ones. I just haven't made them yet.
I
No, it's like a mouth guard. So
They're like a little bit more expensive, so I thought they might be decent.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
thank
There's
you.
like
So you
fucking-
boil the gummy part like a mouth guard, and you're
Hell
there was
yeah,
like-
thank
you know
Cheap
mouth
ass
guards,
ones?
yeah.
you know how you're complaining about how no one can understand you on the podcast? I thought this would help.
Oh wow, thank you.
I mean, Paul Wall always roasts girls, and he's the people's champ. So
Yeah, dude.
if you want to be the people's,
Do you hate this
Paul
gift? I feel
Mall.
like you hate this gift.
No, I love this.
You
gift. Why
placed
would
it
I hate
away
this?
from you. You're
Well,
like,
I can't
whatever.
put it in right now because it's not.
He's
fit.
so like,
True.
what is it? Unthankful.
Ungrateful.
Ungrateful. Yeah.
Ungrateful.
He still has my
Meanwhile,
gifts here.
yeah, Dylan is
I'm
literally.
unhateful
Why won't you take my gifts home and just wear them at home?
because yours aren't as cool as these.
You never bought us
I paid.
anything, Dylan.
Yeah, I paid more for those.
What's
What'd I
up with
do?
that?
With what?
Why don't you buy us stuff?
I have bought you stuff.
You bought me one thing,
What'd you buy me?
and
Christmas gift.
I re-gifted it, but then I bought you.
That was cool.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you, dude.
re-gifted it.
But then
That's
I
not
bought you
good.
2 things.
Yeah, but they were all just things try to dunk on me on your
Well,
podcast.
and I
Dylan's autistic, a legend.
what?
Allegedly.
You are bald. That's a fact.
You know what's funny? If
And
it
it
was,
was a
you
thing-
and Drake Taverna, I would think you were autistic and not Drake. But Drake is the one who's diagnosed.
I'm gonna
Exactly.
grab the shirt and reread what they say because they're cool.
No.
Fuck you.
They say something about autism,
Bitches,
sexy,
bitches love my autism swag.
and then something about
You could,
sexy bald guy.
Yeah.
You know what? You could twist it. You could be like,
This is
this isn't
nice.
about me. This is about I'm into sexy bald autistic guys.
Yeah.
That way, it's not
Twist it
making fun
in.
of you. It's saying like your
That is
your likes.
more marketable, probably. you
Yeah.
know?
And
People
and
like
that's remarkable in my opinion.
Yeah, it's relundable.
Remarkable and remarkable and
I'm
relundable.
gonna switch to
And
paper so I don't look at
non-refundable.
my phone.
Paper. While you're on there, can you write down?
Maybe I'll give
can you write
Drake
down
this
5
gift.
minutes
I'll give
and
Drake the autism
14
gift.
minutes? Those are the timestamps that I have to. Oh wait, no, it wasn't 14. Fuck, I'll find it. Doesn't matter. It was in the first 10 minutes.
Hey,
What about demonetize? What about scantronitized?
Nathan Lynch should start his own podcast.
Yeah, he really should.
You should do a spin-off, Nathan Lynch.
If we had
He's
solo,
doing all the heavy
solo,
lifting. Let's
and
just
it
say.
should be called, or the podcast should be called Lund and Sons.
It's not good for your back to be carrying that podcast. You're gonna hurt your back.
Yeah, and you know how heavy Ham Talent is.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
how
heavy.
heavy the Jewish guy is, but Ham Talent's very heavy.
He's an immovable
By the way, that
object.
other guy, he's not always on there.
Yeah, I think he's their producer.
Yeah,
So
I
they
think
just have
he's
a-
like, here's the deal.
He seems like a nice.
You let me hang out with the cool kids, and I'll upload the videos for you.
Yeah. No, he seems like a nice guy.
That's kind of what you did with me and Dylan.
What?
Here's the deal.
You're like our Jewish guy.
You're like our Joe Biden.
I don't know. Yeah, you're a cool
Here's the
kid.
deal.
Me and Dylan are really cool and famous.
Uh-huh. So it's like we're basically like Obama and
Yeah.
I don't know,
And then
something
you're
like
I'm Joe Biden.
and you're Ham Talent, and then he's Lund.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, come on! No, I don't want to be Sam. I want to be Lund.
We're fine. We're Lund, and he's the Jewish guy.
Yeah. How about all of us are Lund?
Fine, we can all be Lund. We
We'll
can
all be Lund because I
We're all Lund.
love you guys and you're my
Yeah.
family. And for Christmas,
We,
you bought,
tonight,
we all love you. We
on
love
Christmas,
you.
Dylan bought me a knife. And it was really
we are
thoughtful.
Lund.
We got each other knives.
So we'll carry the podcast tomorrow.
Yeah.
And record an album at the lounge.
They got in this big here. I'll pose this to you guys. I've been listening to Chubby Behemoth because I love Lund, and they got in this debate one time about charities. And Sam says you should never have a charity for pets, only for people. And Lund says you could have pet charities. You could have every kind of charity because there's suffering in the world, and we should try and help everybody.
Well,
More open.
What do you guys think? You guys on Sam's side or Lund's side?
I'm on Lund's side 100%.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
take Lund's side.
Yeah, I think we should have lots of pet charities.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The most pet
because-
charities. Well, we've also
Because
come up with
dogs and
alternative
cats
solutions.
are cute and innocent, and they never do nothing wrong. Why do you want to help people, Sam? Some of these people are evil. They're doing bad stuff in the world.
They
We
do
shouldn't
it to
help-
themselves.
You give $1 to a homeless guy, he immediately buys a gun and kills a white woman.
Yeah.
And
So it's you do that
and
enough times.
Sam, think about these kinds of people who come on a podcast, say they're going to do a swap cast, and then they turn on their friend from the podcast
Yeah.
named
So
Dylan.
just think, yeah, what would he
and
do
then
to
they
you?
also don't upload the swap cast. Like, there's terrible people out there.
And then they say I'm the funniest guy in the world, so that's actually pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah. He
So
just
there-
kind of
it's like a
endorses
nuanced situation.
Jason.
Yeah. Well, he also
So
by,
he kind of burnt Lund
by the transitive
saying
property.
that.
I'm
Yeah, he was
I'm
just
the
trying to
funniest
make
guy in the
Lund
world too.
He
Yeah.
was trying to make Lund jealous of me by saying that I'm super funny.
Well, it's because you and Lund
buries his own co-host.
are both fat and have black beards.
The Lund Fund. Lund.
You and
raising,
Lund should have a
it's-
podcast.
that would rule.
Yeah. You'd be Lund and
We should steal Nathan
and
Lund.
fat.
We'll
Fat,
call
Chubby
it
Behemoth.
fat Lund and fatter Lund.
Bad Chubby Comedy Behemoth.
Ooh, no. What about you?
About
Lund and Michael
London-
Johnson.
London
Just different
Bridges.
versions of a white guy with a black beard.
Yeah.
London Bridges bridging
like
the gap between the
Fag.
colors.
Us at different. It's just me at different heights.
Mm-hmm.
Nathan Lund is about like my up to my shoulder, and Michael Johnson's about up to my dick. He's gonna be on the new
record a
season. He's gonna be on the
podcast.
new season of Little Fellas of Chicago.
Yeah. Do we have any holidays coming up?
Go.
Any birthdays?
9/11 is coming up.
Any birthdays? I was doing crowd work on you guys.
Well, should we do a good 9/11 episode?
What do we do?
I don't know.
Max got a show on 9/11. It's gonna
I
be a
do.
big deal.
Yep. Go to my show on 9/11 at Reggies, folks. Oh, let
May
me-
or may not talk about it.
I
Then.
want to intermittently say join patreon.com/badcomedy for the actual good episodes with our guests.
This is us warming
Cool
up.
Steeper
We're kind
Club.
of getting our chops chopped and.
Sign up for Cool Steeper Club tea. You get one of these tea things, and the tea gets made in it, and you get 25% off if you use the promo code BADCOMEDY.
So let's expand this one a bit. So you put that, you fill that up, and then you put it in the fridge overnight.
Yeah,
and then it's done.
A whole pitcher of tea. That's it.
A whole pitcher
So
of iced
easy.
tea.
Then you want a pitcher the next day. You just rinse that bad boy out. It's just tea.
Yeah, and then
rinse it out, fill it up. Tea
once
again.
you're done, if you
tea off.
Let's say you're at Jonah Jerkin's house, you don't have somewhere to pee.
Yeah.
Instead of peeing in the dishwasher, you can pee in that thing once you're done with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Just wash
If the dishwasher's already full of pee.
Yeah, from Michael Robinson.
Who did that?
There's no chance in hell Jonah's going to listen.
Long time ago, he's grown a lot since then.
Wasn't that something we were?
I don't think Jonah Jerkins listens to
Yeah.
podcasts. I think Jonah Jerkins just is in silence when he's by himself. That's what I see. He just walks around with like no headphones in, and then he sits and like stares at a wall. Because
I see him using like a very quiet exercise machine for hours.
one time I saw him in the corner of CYSK, kind of near the stage in the corner, eating soup.
Wow.
Somebody's like crushing on stage, and he was just eating soup.
I feel like you can't. How do you eat soup?
That's weird.
That's how he runs the shows. He eats soup.
I haven't watched it, but how do you name your Netflix special? Mark Norman named it Soup to Nuts. I don't care what the bit is. That's a horrible name.
Is that his new special name?
That's the one he just did.
Yeah.
Is that a phrase or something?
Yeah,
or
it's an old phrase.
Soup. Okay.
Soup, it means like the whole
Old-timey
kit and
phrase.
caboodle.
Oh,
Yeah.
lame.
We're gonna redo
no
the
one's even
whole
heard
room,
that.
soup to nuts.
Can I get a smoke?
Yeah.
Out to Lunch was a better name and a better special, I heard. So I'm not going to listen to a new one.
Out to
How
lunch
about
is a
nuts
phrase
to
some of my friends use nowadays to say the R word without saying it.
Nuts.
They say this person's out to lunch, not nuts, but you know, they're a true artist.
You almost
This guy's
went,
not all there.
you almost went out to lunch with Mark Norman. And then he did.
Yeah, we were supposed to go out to lunch with him when we were in Davenport, but he didn't text back.
Wow. So he kind of totally ditched
So
you.
I'm gonna kill you, Mark Norman.
We talked about
You know what I
killing
mean?
Mark
Shane's
Norman.
side
Time for me to kill you, just like Shane and Mac. We were plotting.
I don't think people would miss him as much.
Yeah.
He
We're
could be
gonna
a
lure
martyr,
you out of your
yeah.
hotel room with a 1,000-piece puzzle. I could tell you're into it.
Or a train set. I actually have a puzzle connect now, so I got it. I sell puzzles.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave the pieces like breadcrumbs.
Just be
It's
set
gonna
up.
come. It's gonna come. We're gonna catch him in a big cage.
Yeah.
That's where all you autistic animals belong.
Guys,
Then we're gonna put you down, Mark Norman.
if you want to hear us call Michael Robinson's dad, check out that episode behind the paywall.
just plug in the
R.
Patreon.
Kelly. Robinson.
You know, it was a good episode. The one we did with Shane Bianchi behind the paywall. Check that out sometime,
What
folks.
about that one, Jeff Miller? Let's just reflect on these episodes. We'll just reflect on our Patreon episodes.
I'm excited for the patron awards
Yeah.
because we have some loyal patrons. We
Yeah.
have some
yeah.
interesting patrons.
Yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of different categories for patrons for different reasons.
Show them different kinds of love.
I'll probably make a certificate that's like a digital certificate.
Oh yeah, we can do it digitally.
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
I was thinking about asking them for their email and or their actual address, and then I would go to their house,
And they will be NFTs worth not a lot
present
of money.
them with a giant check.
You'll go down to Jacksonville and then to Rhode Island.
Yeah, they get to feel like Adam Gilbert for once, getting a giant check.
So that's gotta be nice to be in Rhode Island and you're just huge compared to everyone there. And
Yeah.
but then like if he goes to Alaska, I can't imagine how small he'd probably feel pretty small there.
But why is it called
Alaska's
Rhode Island?
huge.
Is it a road and an island? Why is it called Street?
so small
Why is
that-
it called Street Island? Huh?
It's just like
That's
kind
actually
of
a sponsor on my
peninsula.
Twitch.
Street Island.
No, travel to beautiful Epstein's Rhode Island. It's a new
I like that.
travel destination where Bill Gates and you get to hang out with teenage girls.
I have this new.
St. James sounds like a better island name.
What about James
I
Najjar?
didn't name it.
What about James Najjar? How do you feel about him?
James Najjar, the joke thief of Chicago.
Yeah.
That's what we've heard. I think he's taking
I
the
don't
title.
feel
I
feel
mean-
very good about James Najjar.
Spend 30
I don't
seconds.
think many people do.
Spend 30 seconds scrolling his TikTok and find one original joke.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Find one
according to
original
him,
thing that's not been done before.
He says
Why
that
does he
only
even do
10%.
comedy? He doesn't have any. He has never come up with a funny
He
idea
has
by
no
himself.
funny bone. He has no timing. He doesn't get what funny is. He should quit comedy. He has no talent and a lisp.
Plus, his last name is the N word, so
Yeah.
nobody likes that.
It is there with the 2 J's. I didn't know that before.
So
but
he stole a joke of yours, apparently.
he apparently went up on stage to the point where the people that work with him that saw it had to talk to him after on my behalf because they were like, "Yeah, that's Dylan's." And then I didn't even know that, but the other day he stole Drake DeVerna's joke.
Drake DeVerna
Yeah.
posted about how it's
Which
so
is
hot
so
to
confirmed.
check on Adam
Yep.
Crochetti's dogs,
Mhm.
and then
He switches from Instagram to Facebook. Oh, I'll post this over here. Not that many people follow Drake, probably. I'll get away with this.
Yep.
Gain that little micro clout,
Made the
little
same
bitch, and it'll
joke.
ruin you, dude.
What he commented on, or yeah,
And then, I don't know,
And then
just last night I
nobody
got
follows
more.
him either, so he got like 3 likes.
Mm-hmm. But then got more testimonials about him stealing word for word.
I wonder if he's
And-
ever come up with anything funny ever.
well, he ran
that's
joke
like-
swaps just to get jokes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I sort of think that he stole everything he ever did.
I didn't know his joke swap if I'm not even there.
Yeah.
Bitch.
I like when he comes to shows and then
Has
shakes
to
people's
get on
hands,
guest
and then
spots and-
no, he just shakes hands and leaves.
Mm-hmm. Just kind of makes his presence felt.
Yeah.
He even told me that 10% of the things that he recycles on TikTok or whatever, he's like, yeah, I steal like 10% of it only.
No,
And even if you try,
100%
even if
no.
you go with that, it shows that he just acknowledges, yeah, I steal stuff to like gain followers.
Well, there
And
are
he'll do the same shit to
there
everybody.
are with TikTok it is different because there are like trends that
I know that
buckets
people
do.
That's not
recreate
what he's
things.
doing though.
But he just does that to us too.
He remakes a whole video. It's not like a trend. It's
He
not
doesn't
like
add anything original. But
you know, because they do like the reactions, or it's like, here's my version of the put a towel on your head trend.
I even think people
Yeah.
do that, but it's like
You
to be
remember
a.
No.
when everyone was acting like they're wearing a turban.
Well, I think he invented that. I think that was his one original thing. Is he
Instead of them like
wears a
pretending to be a
turban.
girl, they would just put like a towel on their head.
No, but this fucking he just
We should
is
do
doing
a
the
we
same
should do a
thing to
do rag
us.
episode
I'm
where we
down.
all wear do rags.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you think we get in trouble? For
I've
that?
been wanting
I
to
don't
wear
know.
a do rag for a long time.
I mean,
Why?
Just because I wear the chains and I'm bald and sometimes it's really hot, so I'm wearing this cap. It's kind of a
If
winter
you're bald,
cap.
you don't need a do rag.
Yeah, but if I have the do rag, it kind of covers up the
but it doesn't cover the cauliflower.
all
does it?
the
I was hoping-
skin head.
I was hoping you were gonna say you wanted
Wear
to do
do-rag
rag
instead.
for waves.
If I could
thought
get
you were-
waves,
Oh, you're trying to get waves.
this is a motion with ocean with no motion up here.
I think they sell do rags at the corner
Where's
store
the
over there.
moon?
There's a
Ocean's 11.
There's a Puerto Rican corner store that sells them. I think.
Yeah, there's a
feel like-
million corner stores that sell them.
we could get our hands
Well,
on
like,
some
like,
do
like a half
rags.
block away.
Oh, there's one nearby.
Yeah, so like, we could wear them for like the Kilgallen.
I think
episode.
that's where you get them.
Yeah, I think that's the only place you can get them.
So yes,
or you can go
that
on.
is a do rag.
They have Black Amazon, also just like
What?
Black Twitter. Yeah.
I ain't
Don't rag on me for my do rag.
It'd be cool if there was a button
gonna
you
do
could
it
press
anyway.
and the internet would turn into the black internet.
It'd be cool if
And all the
James
websites
DeJar
would be the
wore a
black
do-rag.
versions of regular sites, like Black Twitter,
Yeah.
I thought I was doing drag. It's a do
Black
rag.
Reddit,
I thought that was
Yeah.
drag.
Black Amazon.
I'm a black drag queen now.
I did so much black voice and black stuff on the Michael Robinson episode. Like I'm exhausted of doing that.
You think Ian Abramson would be?
They don't say it's not easy being black.
Yeah.
Ian would be exhausted from doing blackface for 10 years in a row.
Yeah. That's kind
yeah,
of crazy
every
that he did
day.
that.
I'm surprised he's not exhausted in general. He's very
Just
in,
kind
in
of-
motion kind of guy.
Yeah.
Just seems kind of sad and just kind of lethargic.
He's
and-
always sweaty every time I see him.
Well, I think he's type B on the outside, but on the inside, his heart is just beating really fast. He's
because he
probably-
thinks that there's something riding on it.
Yeah.
It's like a little feeder mouse heart.
Mm-hmm.
You ever get a feeder mouse for a snake?
Nope.
You ever
You can see the heart
discover?
through the skin.
Yeah, because it's about to get eaten.
It's like
Wow.
because it's barely born. It can't even move.
Oh,
It's like a little mouse.
nice.
I feel like Ian he started sweating bullets once he realized, oh my gosh, this is blackface I've been doing unironically, unknowingly for years.
This is completely out of context for anyone listening.
Sorry, yeah, this is an episode we didn't release.
Don't say that. Now everybody will want to hear
It's
it.
because it was.
Yeah, everyone's running to hear the Ian.
We should
Oh,
get him on the
yeah.
podcast sometime, Ian.
Yeah, let's get him back, dude. That would be awesome.
Yeah, guys, we had Ian Fidance on,
Mhm.
but we can't release it.
Oh wait, no, it was actually
We-
it's not the famous one. It's the super.
We
not
started the
funny
episode right away.
one.
We're gonna call you Ian Line Dance
Nice. Fuck.
to Ian Fidance.
I can't even.
Yeah.
He got
Line
so mad
Dance.
at that. He said, "You cannot put this out. I'm not Ian Line Dance.
Yeah.
I hate that."
To be fair, like, line dance isn't that popular.
He has a Ian Fidance has a podcast with Zach Amico, who's actually the biggest fattest guy.
When we went to Pittsburgh, we hung out with this guy named Keller. Do you remember him? Keller was Chris's friend from Canada.
Keller.
Yeah, that guy's the man.
Yeah, he's the shit.
He was pumped when Sam Tallent was on our pod.
I had such a fun conversation. I had such a fun time hanging out with him. And then at one point in the conversation, he goes, "You know what I learned about is, like Canadian black people are a little different than American black people, because I went to this big union conference and it was mostly black people there, but black people in Canada are mostly like Caribbean. But your guys as black people, this is one thing I didn't know about American black people. They all know how to line dance."
What the?
I go, "What?"
Sounds very informative.
I swear to God, dude. I talked to him for like 30 minutes just trying to figure out what the fuck he's talking
I mean,
about.
No, it's
when I think
line
of that,
up.
I'm just picturing like the song. Hold on,
Boot Scoot Boogie?
No,
It's almost any other dance they probably know.
All black people know how to line dance.
I'm not Canadian, African. I'm a freaking American.
Now, this is something I didn't know.
I'm black.
I go, what line dance? The Superman?
no. I'm
So I
guessing.
got my chains.
Well,
I
I'm
got my
guessing in
grills.
reality it was
I'm
teaching
working
me how to
on-
Dougie, but I'm hoping that it was this.
Teach me how to do
Don't
rap.
play any copyrighted music, my man.
I'm playing Copperhead Road by Steve Earle, but I'm gonna cut it out.
So this is kind of a deluxe edition.
Steve Earle Deluxe Edition.
Steve Urkel.
Steve Urkel.
Wait.
So sometimes
What?
if he didn't know other people liked it, would he?
It'd be cool.
I like that. I like that. That's
gotta
that's an
find
extremely
some,
popular song in the South.
Exactly.
You know what else is? Song of the South. It's the song of the South.
You know what song people went crazy for when I went to karaoke the other weekend was I Got Friends in Low Places.
Oh yeah.
That might be the only good country song.
It's because South.
Shut up.
The country music is dumb.
I mean-
it's for dumb people.
Yeah, pop country is.
No,
It's
all
trash.
of it.
Well,
Except for I Got Friends in Low Places.
you haven't heard
the only good
What
song.
about Shotgun?
Honestly,
Willie
growing up,
Nah, I
that
don't
was
like
one of the
that one.
only
That's for dumb people.
country songs
sits
I
around
liked.
in his underwear.
That was one of the
Shotgun
only.
Willie.
Friends in Low Places was like one of the only country songs I liked growing up. So
Yeah.
there's some merit to that. But Mac,
Is
last
Country
night I got a
Roads-
compliment on Rocket Man, Rocket Dan.
Rocket Dan.
You got a compliment on Rocket
Yeah,
Dan?
so I was
Nice.
like, this is so funny.
yeah.
I was like, yeah. It's
Somebody
mostly
complimented
Mac.
Mac? What do you mean?
Someone was
Yeah.
saying it. They're like, it's so funny. Because we were talking about joke theft. You know, James Najjar,
Yeah.
notorious joke thief,
Mm-hmm.
and just thief and.
Wait,
hack
so
in
someone
general.
commented just you on it?
Yeah.
'Cause someone commented to me recently on that one too.
Really? So it's just the.
I think it's really
kind
funny.
of leading the parody charge in Chicago. Too.
Yeah.
I think it's really funny when somebody
Pranks.
likes one of our niche weird things we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Like that's part of the joke to me. Like who would like this?
It's like there's so few people
Well,
that
only
could.
people that know Dando Simo.
Yeah, you have to be in such a specific position to even understand.
And they wouldn't even hit the like button unless they knew that we were joking and that he knows that we're joking because they don't want to seem like a dick.
yeah.
But they might share it.
Yeah.
These
So Rob was
people.
like, "Is it true Dan's a joke thief?"
That's kind of bad.
And me and Mac, of course, were like,
Yeah.
yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I thought about the James Najjar stuff. It's like I should say something to make clear this is not a bit this time.
Oh yeah, no, this guy is a joke thief. It
This is
kind of
not
sucks
a-
because we cried wolf with Dan.
Yeah, exactly.
This guy is a real joke thief. We should kill him.
Well, everyone knows the Dan thing's a bit by now, but this
Yeah.
one is real.
We should kill James Najjar.
I was thinking about it last night.
Mark down the timestamp.
What? We can't say that.
I don't think so.
What is it?
I don't
he
know.
said-
On the
I can't
Sam
see the
Talent one, we kept
timestamp.
talking about killing each other and stuff, and that one
Got demonetized.
Yeah.
Will it just be the one episode?
Luckily, the
I don't know.
people
Actually,
I was
we'll keep that in and
around
see if it's
called me
fine.
down. They said it's not worth it, Dylan.
Dude,
Thank
there's no
you.
way that we could ever make money in a public way with this. We need to sell
Yes, we
it to
can.
weirdos in like a secret like back of the trunk deal.
4chan.
Yeah, like illegal guns.
I like 4chan. I don't
Yeah.
know about you guys. I like
Or
4chan.
the Gum
I like the
Road.
news.
Have you heard of the Gum Road?
They call him 4chins because he's so fat.
Nice.
Wait.
I'm talking about Jason if you listen on audio,
yeah,
folks.
me. Fortunes.
They call me 3 trains because I love trains.
They call Sam Talent 8 chins.
Mm-hmm.
It's the 8chan.
And Nathan
Man.
Lund, I feel like they just call him a cool
cool.
guy, kind of
Yeah.
nice,
Awesome,
funny guy. and
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Pretty much any compliment you think of, that's what I would give him.
Uh-huh. So,
Shout out to him. I wish I had the applause button.
He's got awesome tism.
So, Adam Urbanski, you're welcome for not having sound buttons because you don't like them.
Oh yeah.
he doesn't
Shout out to
love
Adam
the
Urbanski.
buttons.
Actually, I can't acknowledge him.
Mac loves to push buttons.
If every person I knew was like Adam Urbanski, I would honestly have a great life.
If it was just
He's so
you
nice to
and-
me, and he's so funny, and I love talking to him. And all he does is say
Why
like
don't you
positive
suck
stuff.
his dick?
Yeah, and you want to have sex with him.
Yeah,
Because what
well-
you're saying is that it'd be you and 8 billion.
The difference between me and you guys is I could like somebody without wanting to have sex with them.
Okay, it could be a platonic.
Sorry, you
Yeah,
guys.
wait,
I'm not
wait.
gonna, sorry,
Wait,
I'm not
Dylan.
gonna have sex with you. I know you guys love me.
Okay,
Dylan, why do you
but
go straight to
goddamn.
having sex with a guy? Like, why
Exactly.
does that pop in first to your
I
head?
don't know. That's what Jason's
Yeah.
talking
It's kind
about.
of
it.
weird.
Why?
dude.
How come you don't just want to suck his dick a little?
Is it because you
Doesn't
want to
have
have
to
sex
be-
with a guy?
doesn't have to
It's
be
because it's
full-blown
different.
sex.
It's different.
Doesn't have to be full blown sex. It could be hand to mouth stuff.
I think oral is
Hand to mouth.
very
What about instead of
real.
animosity, hand to mouth city?
Hand,
Animosity.
foot, and mouth disease.
Hand to mouth disease.
That's my favorite disease: hand, foot, and mouth disease.
Dude, I was watching this.
James's mom has
It's
James
this thing called
Najjar's
terrorist
dead
close
mom.
calls, and this guy he planted a bomb at a Martin Luther King rally, but it was like all white people. It was in Spokane, Washington. But he planted.
That's
a
why
bomb.
he changed his mind and turned it off.
No, they found it beforehand, but it was full of like fishing weights, which are just like pure metal, like solid metal,
yeah.
and then
For shrapnel?
he covered them. He covered them in rat poison.
Whoa.
And in fecal matter. So if,
Oh
if
my
it hit someone and didn't
God.
kill them, they would still probably die or get infected by something
what
from
a
the fecal
fucking
matter.
psycho!
I know.
That's
It's
like what they
funny,
did
but-
at Nam, dude, with
Yeah.
like the booby traps.
I just feel like just the rat poison would have been fine.
I gave
You don't
Bob
have to
Keane a
do that
backpack
part.
the other day after I watched that.
A what?
a backpack.
Do you have a smallpox
Kind
blanket
of
in
like
it?
that backpack.
Uh-huh.
I was like-
I don't know if I said it was a backpack. It was inside
Yeah.
of a backpack.
I was like, oh my god, this guy's a psycho. I wonder if the bait shop is still open.
I'm gonna start handing out backpack.
Go pick up some
Hey,
fishing weights.
Instead of the rat pack, it's the backpack.
Yeah, I'll make a backpack
The
for you, Dylan.
backpack.
You can give it to Najjar.
Okay. Can I have anthrax in it, please? Can I have a bomb because he bombs?
Anthrax.
Did I tell you guys the story? I was in Davenport, and I was in this cupcake place because they were doing comedy shows there.
Weird.
Not because I like cupcakes.
Yeah, okay.
In fact, I would not buy from that cupcake place because the lady was very mean to me.
Yeah,
The
did
cupcake
I?
lady, when I was
Yeah.
ordering a non-alcoholic, I could tell you the story,
Yeah,
but
but
you
you
guys
didn't-
would cut me off 800 times.
and you
before
also-
I
What
finish it.
happened? I
But you
won't cut
didn't.
you
You
off.
didn't eat any of the free cupcakes they gave you, though.
There were no free cupcakes there.
Uh huh.
There's no such
There
thing
was
as
none.
a free cupcake.
Okay, who were you on the show with?
She was very mean. I
What
was
did
just
she
watching the
do?
other shows on the festival. I didn't do that one.
Who that I can DM?
I'm
to-
inflecting
Joe
my
Fernandez,
voice.
Okay.
Jarrell Scott Barnes,
I'll call
Donnie Townsend.
Let's call Joe Fernandez right now.
Yeah,
These
go
are a
ahead.
lot of reliable sources.
Go ahead
you're
and call
bringing
them.
up here.
Well, you'll
Actually, I haven't talked to him
You-
since the
you call
festival. I
him.
really need
Wow.
to talk to him.
Sorry about that, folks. Breaking news: Bray Wyatt, the wrestler, has died.
We had to pause the podcast and cry.
We
Poor one
thought it
out.
was Jason. because they look the same.
Yeah. I thought it was all those gay guys who hit on me.
I always thought it was going to be Unstable Ambrose first. I'm not going to lie.
Actually, Dylan's almost his shoulder's a little off.
Oh, that's fine.
Which way?
There we go. Oh, he's got it.
I got it.
Anyway.
So we got pour one out.
Wouldn't you think Unstable Ambrose would be first?
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
so if you watch any WWE, which I really don't, and just did for 1 year in college, Bray Wyatt was a cool dude. He would walk out with a lantern. There'd be a bunch of fog.
Dun,
Wow.
dun,
And then
dun.
Unstable Ambrose.
That was the song they'll play.
Yeah.
and
You
then
remember?
That was the song.
Dun,
And then
dun, dun.
yeah, and then so he also kind of like sat in a rocking chair, like he
Oh, yeah.
cursed people kind of.
Well, nobody would be sitting in the rocking chair, but it would be moving.
And he also
Like
yeah.
a ghost was sitting in it.
And he also had like a family of like neo-Nazis or something.
Yeah, they were all bearded,
Yeah.
alt-right. It looked like that movie Becky. Did you see
Yeah.
that movie Becky that came out?
No.
It's got the guy from King of Queens as a white supremacist. It's really funny.
No, but then
it's Paul Blart as a white supremacist.
right around
I
the,
watched it.
that's right.
Himself.
right around the same time, Unstable Ambrose was pretty big too.
Paul Bart cop.
It's actually a sequel
And-
to Paul Blart.
He becomes a real cop.
Yeah, dude. He
No,
goes to jail and then he gets out. He's totally indoctrinated.
But Unstable Ambrose was pretty big around the same time in the 1 year I watched wrestling, and
they were the biggest.
He would walk out like being an insane guy. His hair would be sweating. Like it looked like you would have way thought he would have died first. Like he was on a drug addiction. That's why he's unstable.
He was crazy.
He
man.
was a crazy person. He's still
His name
alive.
was Dean Ambrose, and also
Wow.
unstable Dean Ambrose. Oh, Dean Ambrose. Yeah.
I had a kid on my wrestling team, Tommy Ambrose.
Yeah,
Was he nuts?
Yeah, he loved that game Ambrosia. I don't know if he invented it. It was a
What?
drinking game. It
One
was
of my
like a
pledges in my
hybrid.
frat was named Aaron Ambrose, and I hazed him out of the frat.
What about Aaron Hernandez? Was
No,
How'd you haze
that was
him
your
out?
boyfriend.
Did you make him drink until he died?
Yeah.
Mac, you're supposed to say no.
That's the way.
Oh no.
No, you didn't do that.
That's the way you get people out
I'm
of the frat
kidding.
when you don't like them. You make them drink until they
No.
die.
It's the beer
Nobody
Olympics.
died under my care.
Whenever I hear about a death at a frat hazing incident, I go, "Fucking losers."
Yeah, I say fucking Mac.
It's so
I can't
funny
believe
when
you made
people-
me
Probably
do
too
that.
big a loser to join
It's
the
so
frat.
funny when people like don't get into frats and they get like sad.
Yeah.
How many people did you deny from your frat? That you were in charge of the hazing and all the.
How many did I get out from the? So there's
Initiations.
30 in the pledge class.
Uh-huh.
It actually helped with me becoming a manager in the future. Believe it or not.
Kind of give you experience to talk about.
It kind of was like because
Did they make you
leading
Did
people.
they make you
you know?
massrbate in a coffin like Skull and Bones?
No,
Oh,
we
dude, just
didn't
do
we
it.
didn't haze much. I just would make them. Like I would headbutt them. Yeah. No, I would
to headbutt them.
No.
You
I
assault them.
You make them memorize shit, like run a bunch.
Get hazed by the gays.
do calisthenics, but no.
Dazed
But
is
this one guy, I told him, I probably talked about this, but I told him I probably picked on him the most. His kid Mikey, but I knew he wouldn't leave.
This poor kid.
And
Whoever
I was
he
like,
is.
Mikey, if you chug this whole thing of syrup, it was like a whole bottle of syrup.
Man, I was hoping it was gonna be vodka.
No, then I was like,
To kill him.
I was like, I'll never
Syrup.
talk shit to you again. I think I'll leave you alone for the rest of your pledgeship.
Uh-huh.
And
You got that
he's
lighter?
like, okay, he chugged the whole thing, and then I was like, nice job, bitch. I was fucking with you.
Yeah, dude.
I was syrup, dude.
And I think I headbutted him.
You guys are like
Sipping on
Wesley
scissor.
Willis.
Yeah, I
The
think,
Wesley Willis frat.
I think I just
Did
got.
you guys know Wesley Willis?
I probably get most of the brain damage. Think about this: headbutting all these pledges.
There was a
When you
schizophrenic.
headbutt somebody, even though you have the force going at them, you still take probably 20 to 30% of that headbutt.
Wesley Willis was a schizophrenic musician from Chicago who got like really popular, like kind of underground, and he would headbutt all the people at his show. And there's videos of him playing, and he's just got this like his head is bleeding,
Yeah.
because of how many people he would headbutt schizophrenically.
Like people in like the mosh pit or something.
just everyone who'd come, yeah, because he
It
started
would be
like
like
a punk
everybody.
band.
Probably people that were like participating and going wild.
He's got
yeah.
some cool songs. I legit like some of his shit.
What's his name? Sorab?
Wesley Willis.
Oh, Leslie Tanner.
Wesley Willis.
Leslie
Leslie
Tanner.
Tanner.
I love Leslie
Tanner. Leslie Tanner would be a fan of Wesley.
Leslie
Willis.
Tanner was my favorite guest to hang out with.
Full house.
Shout out,
Shout out to Leslie Tanner.
Shout out to our listener Mike Knish. He's a fan of Leslie Tanner as well.
Leslie Tanner.
Yeah, one of our
Ian.
best listeners, Mike Knish.
We've already brought up the awards.
Shout out to
Yes,
our
yes.
best listeners. Oh yeah, we're gonna do patron awards. I don't know if you want to say
Yeah.
anything about that.
Yeah, so I mean, we're gonna have like the best artist. We're gonna have probably the listens to the full episodes the most. We're gonna have
We should give an award for the girl.
Nice.
the girl.
For the one girl who listens.
What is our?
No, we have 16% women.
I know, I'm joking.
Maybe 17% now. Maybe.
Good job. You're the girl.
The girl. We're gonna have the first
until
patron. We're gonna have.
Is the first patron still a patron? Like the first one you ever had?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a high school friend.
Nice.
Supporting us.
Did I say
for-
coolest name yet? Yeah, coolest name.
Coolest name.
The
Best comment, best feedback. Guy who listens to the podcast till the end.
yeah.
That was the
I
one I
said
wanted
that
to
one.
pitch.
Yeah.
What about like a guy who's like made up for the fact that his credit card declined again?
The guy who's
us a new
active
credit
right
card.
now, but his credit card keeps declining.
Who's declined the most and
I
is
think
still here?
I heard Canute's up for that one.
Yep. Well, that's probably actually gonna be it.
I actually heard a little story from my friend Donnie Townsend that Canute went out to Davenport, did a show with him,
And talk shit
and
about
said
me.
I was just gonna let it cancel, but Mac harassed me.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Also, Ricardo told me the same thing.
That's weak-willed, and that's what we like to
It
see
is,
in our
yeah.
patronage.
Hey,
We want you guys to be
We're putting
submissive.
together a cult. We can't have any strong-willed patrons.
No.
Canute. No, Canute. I'm happy to hear that you're talking shit as well, because that's all we do.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
That's all we
you guys
do
are.
on
You
here
guys
is
can
take
talk shit about
shit.
our podcast all you want, or say that you love it.
We're just happy to influence you.
Yeah. I mean,
Hypnotize
If you're
away,
being an asshole to all the people
manipulate.
around you, congratulations. We're glad we could make you that way.
on Netflix, they came
Anything
out.
we can do.
They came out with a documentary, like, how to start a cult.
Really?
So well, you know this.
Yeah, Mac was
Ever
watching
since it
this.
came out, well, I watched it once, and I was like, this is probably pretty good for the podcast. So before every episode, we all watch it. We get together an hour or a couple hours early. We watch through the whole thing. So we use different things, like, there's a certain type of influences. There's a little bit of
Sinfluence.
yeah. I mean, you got to be charismatic like me,
Yeah.
and then you gotta be like relatable like Jason, like fat.
You have to be evil like me.
Yeah, evil.
You have to have mean plans.
Mal. No, what word are you going for?
Malevolent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another good word for
My
that.
friend Mal is malevolent.
What's
My
good?
friend Celeste
Mallory.
was a patron
Mallory.
for a while.
Celeste.
Yeah.
she was a
Rest
she
in
was
peace,
in my
Celeste.
Cult, though. She's not.
Oh, we also lost.
alive.
Fuck, we lost someone recently, which
No.
made me. Oh, we lost Tony Garcia.
Fuck.
Did he just drop off the map?
He dropped out. He still works at Zany's. I think
It's
in the
wild
box
because
office. He
I
loved
met him
comedy.
the same day I met you.
Yeah, and he was all about comedy at the time.
And then he totally dropped off the comedy map.
I think it's not unhealthy. I'm not saying that Tony. I think he could have been good, but I think if
He's
someone
also
says, "I'm
he
not
he has
into
no
it,"
access anymore, so you can say whatever you want.
No,
about
but
Oh, no,
it's
this is
just
the
a-
free episode, isn't it?
do you think he's a little?
Isn't this the free
I think
episode?
he stopped. He totally stopped doing comedy, but I think that's maybe he's taking care of his real life. So, folks, if you want to,
maybe he's got some.
maybe
It
quit
is still a free
comedy,
episode.
it's
yeah.
fine.
I don't know. Maybe he's got some mental issues. I mean,
Yeah.
anybody who's mentally smart would be a patron. That's the only reason I say that.
I mean, he's working at Zany's.
some of my boys
I
that
heard they
were
only
riding
hired
with me, they
the
quit.
zaniest people.
Adam Addis was a patron a long time ago,
He was,
and then he got too broke.
Yeah.
but then now he's breaking the game. He did 30 minutes in Zany's. He like headlined. They recorded it.
Well,
He's actually the first person to do that long of a set at
I
Zany's.
believe so.
he actually no.
All
he,
the headliners do 29 minutes.
I mean, that was his
While
second.
working there,
that
he's
was
probably
his-
on the job.
That was his second best thing he's done at Zanies. I heard one shift. He worked a 2-hour shift. Was crushing as a busboy.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
dude.
I heard he
Yeah.
worked a 3-hour shift.
What?
Like Stephen Haas, dude. And
What?
It was a private. It was just.
Oh, just a private, just
It
them.
was kind of just a
Private party?
Yeah, facility. kind
Did
of
Bert set
thing.
it up? Yeah, he
Yeah.
cleared it out.
I heard it because they were in the bath.
Well, I remember.
You could heard it through the door.
Yeah, I don't know what was
Oof.
going on in there.
Sound
but I
like
have
some-
an idea.
No,
Yeah,
I
it
walked
sounded
by
like they
that.
were
I walked by
hunting
that because I
banshees.
was on the way. I was on the way to my mom's house because she
Oh,
lives
yeah.
not far from there. She lives
We
Gold
popped
Coast.
in. And
No. I heard from the outside. I just heard some like loud R&B.
Yes, there was
I
a
heard
lot
some
of
like,
Marvin
I don't
Gaye
want to
and-
know if you playing me, keep it.
Mhm.
And then
I don't
and
want to know.
that must have been
Yeah.
the same night that
Uh-huh.
they had the private
the sex in
session.
the
Yeah,
bath.
whatever it was. Well, it was probably sex if they had the whole place rented out
Mm-hmm.
on stage in the seats.
Which
Yeah.
is
I mean,
funny.
because we all know it's Adam and Steve, not Adam and Eve. folks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Adam and Steve having sex in the bathroom at
That's just the truth.
Gainey's.
They would have a cool baby. Yeah,
Oh,
maybe like what?
Make sketches. They would
They
They would make sketches. They would.
If they had a baby, it would be impossible to make eye contact with that baby.
just sad. It's like,
Yeah.
baby
would
would
talk.
be in a Nazi party.
Does Stephen Haas talk
Nazi.
fast or normal?
Normal.
Okay, so it talk
Kinda monotone.
It would talk medium fast.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well,
Adam's
it's what
talk
it would
fast.
say. That you don't
Yeah.
know what it
Stephen
would
Haas
say.
talks a
It's
little bit like you,
crazy.
Dylan.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
But you're
It's
deeper.
kind of
You're
a
a deeper, gruffer.
deeper. Yeah, it's kind
deeper.
of
I
a-
like the deeper.
He doesn't
You're
even
like
have to
Stephen
talk.
Haas
It's
from
just-
the streets.
People with deep
He
voices.
doesn't make sketches.
People with deep voices like us, like what we say is it's more powerful. It's more pronounced. Jason has a Adam Gilbert voice, so
Nah, you guys are just pussies. That's why you put on a deep voice to try and sound scary, but nobody's scared.
yeah. Sorry that.
I know you guys are just
Defensive
overcompensating
about
for
it.
how
That was
weak you
okay.
are.
yeah, sorry they were naturally men, and you had too much estrogen in your vocal.
You guys
cords.
are you guys are not naturally men. You're putting on this deep voice because you're afraid of just using your regular voice.
Jason's
Yeah.
such a man. He puts on this
You get-
girly.
I mean,
voice
Dylan
kinda
cannot
thing.
even add an emotion or effect to his voice.
I
It's
can't
funny
add an emotion
because he's
if
so
I do,
focused on
it's an
keeping it at a
issue.
low
What if this
pitch.
whole time?
If you heard him for real, he sounds like a helium.
Yo,
It's so masculine.
yo,
It sounds like helium.
I have a conspiracy, and I'm sorry, it's contrary to news, but
Adam
I think that
Gilbert.
Jason is Adam Gilbert in a robot suit, in a big robot suit.
Adam
Fat
Gilbert.
Adam Gilbert.
We're Krang, you
No,
know.
no,
We're
no.
the Ninja Turtles guy. I
No,
put him in my belly.
you're just a shell.
I'm,
And
I'm the big guy.
No,
and
no,
and
no.
Adam Gilbert's the little brain.
No, not even. You're not even a person. Like you're just like a robot
he-
that
he,
that
like,
operates
operates
and he
me.
uses his voice.
Did you ever see
Adam
Ninja Turtles?
Gilbert's inside.
There's a little
Jason.
guy. He goes in the belly of a big guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So
Krang.
is he kind of mechanically
he's Krang.
moving you?
Yeah. So
What if
he's
that was
inside
true?
pulling all the levers and talking.
I like thinking about what if that shit was. What if Donald Trump, the
That's why
election
sometimes-
was stolen?
I'm
What
gonna
if
show you
Adam
this
Gilbert
picture and it's
actually
gonna be
was
spot
in
on.
Jason
that's
right
why,
now?
That's why sometimes Jason you end up like this while you're talking because like he forgets to like put the neck up right.
There are mechanical
I'm out of
issues
power.
sometimes.
Yeah. So, okay. Wait, make it big and show it to the camera because I'm not gonna edit it in.
So it's kind of one time I wore a singlet like that in wrestling, and I didn't do as well because it was kind of too much of my chest was showing.
This is Gilbert running Jason. So this is really
I
Adam
quit
Gilbert next to
wrestling
me.
after a girl who had a kind of crush on me saw me in a singlet, dude.
Oh, no.
Because I look so bad.
I told you
didn't
guys about the
stuff
guy who got a
anything.
boner.
People could see both
wrestling a
my
girl.
dicks.
Oh no!
I think a while back I told you about the guy who got a boner wrestling a girl.
That's
and then,
awesome.
and then he came out as gay.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was what?
Yeah, it was a huge mind
What a
fuck.
swerve.
I actually
Yeah.
saw another teammate of college wrestling.
And then everyone was like, "You're not gay."
gay.
Actually, it turns out.
You ever have any boner and wrestling stories with your teammates
I
or
never
you,
had
or-
a boner, but maybe I was just a nerd.
I mean, late middle school, early high school, you get these narbs.
Maybe
you
if
guys
the
know
other-
narbs?
Maybe if the other people in the wrestling team made me feel comfortable, I could have a boner with them.
You know narbs, right?
No.
That's a
It's no
team.
apparent reason boner. You might have had a different word for it.
Boner, no boner.
Yeah, narb. I would get narbs, dude. They made us do swimming class as part of gym.
You get a
And
And
you'd be staring at a
I would
guy's
get a-
ass, and all of a sudden you get a narb.
No, there were
Okay.
girls too.
It's
and
called
you'd be staring at
involuntary.
I would get
outline
I
of
would
a
get
guy
an I would get an arb.
staring at a penis.
I would get an arb because when back then your dick is just like you know.
Yeah,
It's
especially
like
when you see like the
doing.
outline of a guy's speedo.
Doing.
I'm not even gonna respond to this slander.
I mean, I just remember when you were telling me this
No.
off mic one time.
yeah, off
Let's
About
mic.
how
be
you like all the
honest.
speedo guys.
Where was this?
We're in your living room.
Where?
In your living room.
I don't have a living room. It's a family room.
Family room.
Okay,
So
it was in your
I
I call it a
swimming
living
pool
room because
without
I felt
water.
alive.
He says that I have a
You
swimming
felt
pool,
alive when you heard
guys.
that story, that fake story.
I was like, this is the first time I've ever felt alive in my life. I'm so excited
feel
for you.
so
I'm so excited
alive.
for you.
Max says, I'm throwing a pool party because it's hot out. We come over here. It's his living room. No,
And he goes, it's my
Pool.
family room.
let's get in the
interrupts you.
Speedos and
no,
get going.
I call it my family room
What?
because the people that only come there, the family.
Uh-huh.
You know,
You got to keep it in the family. for
Yeah.
sure.
I call it
In
Dollar.
many
it's
ways.
friends of ours, not a friend of mine. You know,
You got to do anything to stay afloat.
you seen Donnie Brasco is a friend of ours.
Mm-hmm. And it's fine. You don't have a pool? Fine.
You know
I'll
what
put
that
the
means?
Speedo on.
So in the mob, if Al Pacino was leading around Johnny Depp. He was introducing him to people. He'd say, "This is a friend of mine," and then another guy he'd say, "This is a friend of ours." Friend of ours means it's a made man. Friend of mine is code for it's.
Oh, I kind of know about this because I consider corn my family. I'm in the Cobb.
Man.
Oh,
Yes. We're
in the Cobb.
he's a
It's a family reunion. You
he's a
get to
Cobb
go
of the
Cobb
family.
Like,
Wait. So what do you?
shucking and fucking.
Yeah, what do you say? So if someone's like not a part of the corn family, so he's a Cobb of ours.
He's a buttered man.
If he's a Cobb, he's real.
He's a Cobb of a different
otherwise,
color.
he's what's the leaves? The shuck.
He's shucked. We're gonna
shuck
shuck him.
that, maybe.
Yeah,
It's like shunning.
but a shuck of ours is too hardcore. It's got to be softer so it doesn't stand
We
out.
pop them.
He's
That's
we pop 'em,
popcorn
yeah.
now.
Popcorn.
yeah. This guy's
You want to be?
this
Get your
guy's
popcorn ready. You're
Guy's
dead.
buttered.
This guy's a stalk of ours. A stalk.
He's a
maybe.
stalk. Yeah.
Oh no, maybe
That's
stalk.
a maid-
No,
a
stalk
stalk.
is a made man.
Yeah.
And a Cobb is a. This guy's a Cobb.
We're
of
in the
mine.
Cobb.
Yeah.
What about a corn? Like the signs.
Wait, so
inside
Cobb
the
is
corn?
means you're a made man.
It's our organization.
Oh, because the Cobb is the actual thing.
We're in
the
the
actual.
Cobb. Yeah.
The Cobb is the actual material.
welcome
The
to the
stalk is just
Cobb.
grows it. So
Uh-huh.
if it's he's a stalk of ours.
He's a stalk
He's not
fan.
stock of. He's a stalk of mine. Ours and mine don't matter in this, but matter in this. It just matters whether the thing.
I go. Stock is cheap.
Yeah, that's one stock I'm not buying.
Stock
Yeah.
is stock
Uh-huh.
is cheap.
But
I buy high.
I buy a Cobb. I'll tell
Uh-huh.
you,
You
that
might
much.
walk the walk, but do you stock to stock?
Exactly.
Do you stalk the women?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Do you?
Yeah.
No,
Whoa.
he's known for
Clip
that.
it.
He's
Clip
kind
it. Clip
he
it.
looks
Go ahead
like
and
this
clip
guy
it. I stalk and murder.
I
women.
didn't get canceled by doing by code switching, so I'm good. I can do that anytime I want now.
You didn't?
No one said anything.
So sometimes in life we have blessings and we gotta appreciate the blessings.
I think we're
Like,
uncancelable unless we say complete slurs on clips.
The other day
I
to
think
show
we're
someone talking about
uncancelable
slurs.
until we have any monochrome of like success. Then all this will come back to haunt us big time.
Yeah, that's
It's
fine.
it's a ticking time bomb. Really,
It has
when we
nothing to
find
do with
success.
like us being cancelable. We have nothing to be canceled from at this point.
No brands would align
Yeah.
with us.
It's
or-
like
Actually, you're in the worst spot because you actually have a full-time job.
I have a job and a girlfriend.
he kind of is the only one with anything to lose anymore. It's kind of funny.
Uh-huh.
but
Yeah,
I-
he's the
but-
only. He's the only one.
Protect
We're not
us.
But
gonna
if
bring that.
I ever got seriously canceled, I have a backup plan.
Uh-huh.
What is it?
I would kill myself.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Always an
dude.
escape route.
Yo,
Folks.
I can get you
Always.
I can get you a life insurance policy.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that
And
would be probably not work out if I killed myself.
No, after 2 years.
KYS?
After 2 years, it pays out.
Oh,
The
I should get
question
it now.
is, when you ask them the
I'm not gonna
questions
get it.
about
Nice try, buddy.
you ask
Just
them
make me the beneficiary.
I think I already have life insurance through my work.
Do you
Yeah.
think just like 1 or 2 years salary?
That's enough.
Yeah.
You don't need to buy more.
Yeah, life insurance at work is dumb.
But if
You
you
want to get
do,
a term policy while you're young.
if we have to ask Jason,
Like
do you
a
ever have
35-year
thoughts
term
of-
policy that'll last till you retire.
We should we should make our podcast longer so we can talk about insurance more.
Oh, I love insurance.
I
I want to dive in and Jason recognize that.
I was a registration clerk at a hospital, so I used to handle the health insurance.
Oh,
and you
wow.
got commission on the amount of people that came in, right?
Yeah,
Did-
that's right.
So he used
what was
to.
your favorite
I was
part?
also
No.
I also worked in sales for the
He-
emergency room.
He told me this secretly,
I
but
would
in the
get
winter.
I would get commission.
Yeah. Let me tell
Oh my
what he.
God.
I'm not gonna let. He's not gonna say it himself. But what he would do is in the winter, he would pour water, like when it's like freezing outside. He'd pour water on the sidewalks out front
Yeah.
of the hospital, like a couple blocks down, so
Yeah.
people would slip, break bones. They would go to the hospital. Every patient that he got in, he got 25%.
There's a lot of synergy in
I
that.
put out some black ice.
Yeah.
What was your favorure part of the,
And he also got some commission off some black guys.
predatory emergency?
Then I would also sell ice. Huh?
It's like you just slipped on this ice. You might as well buy some. Just to
Yeah,
look
like-
like an idiot.
Come
right
on
now.
in. Come on in. What's
No,
your-
that was a joke me and him made up a long time ago. When we were-
So long
it was
ago.
in the winter. We were walking to Comedy Bar to record his one-time podcast.
well, I did it with you, Justin Golak, and
Yeah.
Sam Priest.
At
Yeah.
Comedy Bar.
Yeah.
It seems like they
They're
didn't
gonna
want
have
to
me
work
do-
with us even.
No,
It's
no,
like,
they're gonna.
what
They
the-
still want me to do a podcast. They said, but they're redoing everything.
Oh,
they're always
nice.
like redoing everything, and then they
You got to
like,
get
put
me
me
in.
back on
You got to
ice.
get me in at least on something.
I was thinking they need a
Put you on the
street team.
podcast.
They're talking about a street team. This is the street team.
I like
I
Comedy
need to use
Bar.
bad comedy to promote.
I like comedy. Comedy Bar is
I had a good set last time I was there, but before that I had a bad set.
Actually, Laugh Factory's always been nice to me. I also don't go up at many of
Not
them.
always.
So. I've only gone up.
Laugh Factory's nice to you?
I've only done a paid show at Comedy Bar.
Mm-hmm. They pay all
But
the
you-
shows, I think.
I've even seen.
Actually,
the
no, I didn't get
emu
paid.
bit
Blake
you
didn't.
did there.
Blake didn't give me the payment.
What a jerk off.
So do you think he just kinda
later
kept it,
later on,
maybe?
I took it off of a bag we bought
Nice,
Wow.
nice.
That was cool of him to try to not pay you though.
because I
Sweet.
saw Tito get handed a thing and he went before me and I crushed him.
buried him afterwards.
Buried him, and
didn't even
then
get
no one handed me a check.
compensation.
I was like,
Mhm.
"What's that about?" And then Blake was like, "I thought you were gonna buy me. You
Mm-hmm.
it's so good. I gotta have you back on." And then
Ah.
fired.
I got one
The
right
other
here.
day, fucking put me on after Jolly being at the open mic, which is a disaster. Jason is flexing I'll
Comedy
get you
bar
the
check.
numbers
Anybody
are
wanna write down the
visible.
routing?
It's a $25 comedy bar.
Anyone want to get
bit.
the routing?
Uh-huh. So the routing
The routing
number
doesn't
was
matter
on
at all.
there, and,
It's the
so
account number that
account
matters.
number
Yeah, get that shit
both.
too.
It's all good though, because Jason got that
Guat. He got that guat. Actually,
Uh-huh.
I feel like you don't. You talked recently about
What?
not being as rich.
But he's
Me?
rich, folks. It's the income coming
I mean,
in.
compared to you guys, I'm fucking crushing
I'm kidding.
it.
Me and you were rich as fuck.
Max been flexing his 401k check he has sitting on his table
Yeah.
for a week.
I just have
straight.
$100,000 check sitting at the table. It's
I
fine.
got-
It's whatever. And
I
a
got like,
$500.
I mean, I'm
check.
yeah, and a $500 check. But I mean, I already sent that $500 one into the home insurance company. So that's where I saved money on home insurance.
Oh wow, you sent that whole thing into.
Well,
Home
you sent it to an
insurance.
escrow. I don't know if you know what escrows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know escrows. That doesn't make sense, but
No. So my insurance
Mac
company is
knows
paying
about-
Safeco
Mac knows
now, so
about-
I sent them my Liberty Mutual.
Mac knows
difference.
about
give them $100
escrotums.
grand. It's
You know about
No.
Mac, you say you're investing-
$500.
It's okay.
Mac, you say
It's
you're
okay.
investing in escrotums?
Mm-hmm.
No, I invested in a crow.
In an
Brian
escrotum?
Crow.
In an
We should
escrotum.
talk
A
about Brian
crotum?
Crow.
Brian
It's
Crow.
kind of-
A scrotum?
We're kind of appropriating bird culture when we talk about Brian
Oh.
Crow and the secret steer.
Oh yeah,
just a
secret
fun
tier. We do
fact.
have a guy in the secret
sign
tier that I'm
up.
not going to say, but I need to give him another secret soon.
But there is a $20 tier.
You do, or
where
does
you can-
Brian Crow need to?
Well, he's
Well,
one of
I
our
gotta
informants.
hire Brian Crow. Is what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying.
Ah.
I mean, I'm the.
Can
Brian
I tell
Crow
you?
is a way to.
We pay half our
appropriate
Patreon to Brian Crow to do these.
Can I tell you what gives me the absolute chills?
What is
Is
that?
the fact that we pay Brian Crow in worms,
Uh-huh.
and then
Yeah.
he comes back with a diabolical secret about one of the
I
local
know, but
comedians.
they're
I know,
expensive
and
as
that's
worms.
just,
They are, dude.
like
You
50,
keep
like
them
$50
going.
for the box of them.
It's cool though. While you're at the bait shop, you could also pick up a bunch of little lead balls to put in a backpack after
I
you
would
dipped them in
recommend
shit and
just-
All
rat
right,
poison.
I have exactly 1 week till this new secrets guy's secret ends.
So we got to cut some worms.
But then
in
he's gonna roll it over into a regular membership.
into a raw.
Actually, he could roll it over into
Crow
a guest membership.
Fuck yeah, bro.
a lot of secrets in the secrets tier.
I rolled over my 401k.
Well,
and
most
I
of the
made
secrets
money on
they
it.
get deleted after a week, so you can't just join and get all the old secrets.
Yep, that's the purpose
That's
of
not
it.
fair.
That is fair.
I mean, that's not fair if you got all the old secrets. What we're doing is fair.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah.
Anyone listening that it's just you want this information if you're going to be in the Chicago comedy
Yeah,
scene.
first of
you don't
all,
want to go in
this is the free
blind.
episode. So
Like,
first of all, you want
yeah,
to you want to
Jake
join.
Peter.
You obviously want to join at the ground level and become a baddie. It's
And
it's $3.99
no-
a month, and you get every single episode that's ever been made,
all
aside
the
from the
drama.
secret episodes. And
You know the secrets coming in, so you
It
don't
could
get
benefit you in the
manipulated.
secrets tier if you're a woman. You want to know who's done all the essay around.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
It's not could. It's this. You
yeah,
need
the
this,
secrets
just
the
invest
secrets
in
tier is
this.
very dangerous. This guy Brian Crow sends us this information.
very predatory.
Basically, all he does is we give him a certain amount of money. He kind of sold us on making the secrets tier, and then he comes on here and releases very damning and fucked up information
from
that
every open mic in the scene, this
Well,
guy is
no, he-
grinding.
No,
Brian
he
Crow.
sends out. He has like an army of crows. I think that's why he needs all the worms.
So whenever someone says a little birdie told you, it's a crow.
Well,
And
if it's a black bird that you're talking to, then, yeah, it's probably one of
Yeah.
his.
If you ever find yourself talking to a black bird,
Okay.
oh, trust
Yeah.
me, buddy.
I love the beat.
You know what's funny? An Irish person or a British person would probably be like, oh, she's a black bird, like a black girl, would be because they call girls birds.
yeah, which is
I feel like we should do that. Like I said, a chick, we call them birds. I feel
Little
like that's less
birdies.
demeaning.
uh-huh.
Oh, she's a fine bird.
Yeah. This one's an owl.
And
A
then,
night owl. She stays all night
and
being
instead
a
of waiting in
woman.
line, they call it the queue. And some people like in England or in that whole area, Ireland, England, they're like, oh, I love hanging out in the queue. They like waiting in line
They
and just
love
hanging
it.
out.
I think of it as more of a bird's nest. It's just kind of what secrets
For
are we
me-
accumulating here that are
Yeah.
going to hatch soon.
Yeah, well, there's gonna be. Oh, I'll tell you, there's gonna be some hatching.
Oh my gosh. I'm excited.
Brian Crow sent me. He sent a pigeon.
You're
I
saying-
didn't know he had any pigeons, but he sent me a pigeon saying that he was. I mean, it was all in uppercase and lowercase writing.
Which tells you
I don't
something.
know why he
Gives me
types
the
it like
chills.
that
The guy
because
creeps me out.
I don't know if he uses a typewriter that has like bad caps lock or something.
Yeah.
But he
Maybe
told me there's something really bad coming within the next week.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you tell me $20 a month and I get secrets from Brian Crow. What's the hatch?
Yeah. Well, the hatch is that you get all the other content that's on there. And
Well, you also get all the secret episodes. So you get the one of Dylan dying. You get the one
I
of.
died on an episode, you guys. It's fucked up if you're a fan of mine and you haven't
I did
looked
one
at
with
that.
Grimace where
Oh my
I'm
God.
sure
Grimace's mom?
I said a lot of bad things.
I fucked up. I just
There's
think
one
of
with
this
me and
now.
Stripper and Max V.
Do you think we should protect Joe from Dale?
Joe
Joe.
Bananas?
Dale the Whale, Joe Krillgallon.
Oh, yeah. Because that is a huge risk, actually. And so everyone can see that we're going to
That
protect
broke
you.
you, huh?
We're going to protect the fans. We're going to protect the guests because if Dale the Whale goes after Joe Krillgallon,
Oh
this is,
my gosh.
that's a lot of krill.
No, but we
Yeah.
should probably tell Joe now while Dale's injured.
Somebody should text him.
You better bulk up or something.
So
Yeah.
if anyone's listening, just hit up Joe Krillgallon.
Donate to him, and then at
Message him about
patreon.com/badcomedy, you'll go straight to him to strengthen up.
Just say, I'm worried about you. I hope you're okay.
We also will have a promotion coming up if you want to spread it to your friends. It's going to be around 9/11 time, but basically we're going to do a free month for brand new patrons.
For 9/11?
And then if we get 911 patrons, we'll donate $911 to 9/11.
To Al Qaeda?
Which
Yeah.
you guys
No,
might
I haven't figured out the charity yet.
Yeah.
No, we'll donate. No matter how many we
not
get,
Al-Qaeda.
if we get at least 9 patrons, we'll donate $9.11 to the Al Qaeda.
Depending on how many people we get. So just make
Yeah.
sure we get at least
about-
$9.
Yeah, we'll do a division. We'll
11
divide whatever it is by 9/11, and it'll be 9/11 related, but it'll go to the first responder. It'll go to ashy
Oh, yeah, I
people
don't
like
know if you guys
Ravon.
care about first responders or
It'll go to ashy
Second
people like
responders.
Ravon and Michael Robinson.
We should do a
Ravons.
special episode for 9/11, but I don't know what.
Well, we could do it like right
You can do a
before
whole
Mac's
like act
show.
out like a whole like
We had All Hallows Keen, you know? Or Halloween.
yeah, but I don't want to buy
9/11.
firefighter outfits and put ash all over. I mean, I have ash in my fireplace.
What about like 9?
That's the real Ash Wednesday.
What about 9 Aladdin?
What about ash?
Kind of
9
related
Aladdin?
to the.
I like that. Oh, I gotta
9
do that
Aladdin.
joke still. God, dude,
If they
I
had-
don't write down any of my jokes.
Did
No,
the
it's
terrorists escape to the magic
no,
carpet?
it's
Was that it?
Aladdin.
whole
Aladdin took Jasmine on the
$2.
magic on this magic carpet and said, "I can show you the world."
Uh-huh.
He just flew over the fucking desert
yeah, I
for
can
the
show you
whole
the
time,
World Trade
and then at the
Center.
end, they just ended up in China, and there was just fireworks and like a people of the dragon full of people running around. Like
Where's tech support?
that's not
on
the
that,
world.
man?
That's the Middle East and China.
Uh-huh.
And like, why was it just magically Chinese New Year's that day?
Magically delicious.
Uh-huh. Sometimes science.
It sounds
is
pretty
magic
romantic
and-
to me, Mac.
No, but it wasn't the
Luck
world.
is
It was just
involved.
sand.
And
Like
fire.
they're already used to it.
Probably took them a while to get over there.
They're from Arabia.
He's like, well, I can show you the rest of the world another time.
What about
it took
this?
us a long time to get this far.
I don't need a genie to wish for 9/11. It already happened in 2001.
Yeah.
So it's just pay respect.
It happens every year.
Have you guys ever heard
It's
of
just a date.
Have you heard of the beer?
That'd be a
I
Paul
wish.
Miller joke.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the beer?
It's just a date
Have you
to
heard of the
the
beer
night.
Genie Light?
Genie Light.
G-E-N-I-E.
Any relation to MC?
No,
Good.
but it was $10 for a 30 rack.
Uh-huh.
And that's what we drank in college. It was the worst, like scraped up bottom of the barrel thing.
Wow.
Because I think certain
$10.
companies is like they have their brew, you know, they have their whatever their best one is, and then they go down the bottom of the barrel scrape is that.
They say 9,
They used to
11,
have
let's go 10.
They used to have a cheap beer by
In the
me called
middle.
Beer 30.
Yeah, I've heard of that too.
Yeah.
It's similar to Genie Light. They also had lacrosse. They had lacrosse
But
lager,
you know what time it is. Beer
which is
30.
from Lacrosse, Wisconsin.
Time to drink beer.
There's one called
That
lacrosse.
was what it's named
Lacrosse
after.
lager was almost as cheap as that, but they had like a good beer from Lacrosse, and then they had lacrosse lager, which is a 30 rack of just the worst beer ever. But that was all we could afford.
We
in
used to
college.
drink like Red Dog and Bush Ice, Bush
Yeah.
Light, Bush beer.
One time I was
Dow,
so
Clifford.
broke, I bought 2 Natty Daddies and a pack of Pall Malls, all with change, because that's all the money I
That was
had.
actually Paul Miller and
When I moved to
Yeah,
Chicago, they had PBR 30 packs for $12 at the Fair Trade grocery store.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
on Western and Cermak.
you ever
the
drink
thing with-
Brass Monkeys, King Cobra.
Dude, Brass
You
Monkeys.
drink it down.
I would pick Mickey's. Mickey's was my 40 of choice.
Mickey's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you put some OJ in there, you're getting vitamins.
Can you
and-
imagine if we didn't know all this shit about beer, we would have had good lives.
Oh my gosh.
We would have
it's
been
a-
healthy and had like a family that
It
we loved.
is kind of predatory.
Instead, I'm on this
Drink
podcast.
this,
want to kill myself every day.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You actually, I do.
Not
I
all
do
day,
recall. I
every
do.
day.
Not all day, every day.
Nah.
I do recall when I
Thank
was
God.
listening through the
80%.
I was listening to the Michael Robinson
Round
episode,
up.
and you were like, "Isn't this so much more fun than doing stand up or anything else? We're
Uh-huh.
having a
Yeah.
great time."
But
Well,
yeah,
it
that's when I
is.
was having fun.
Yeah, you're bipolar.
This is more fun than stand up.
They call me bipolar Brian Melton
No, you're bipolar because you have sex with man and female
because I have
polar
sex
bears.
with black people and white people.
No, because you fuck man and female polar bears.
No. Not because of that.
About bipolar.
Shout out again to Robert Brudnack and Joe Hughes. Joe Hughes, I'm sorry I forgot to shout you out. Please still give me sugar after I go off stage.
I love Joe
Sugar
Hughes. We
Sean
did shout him out,
O'Malley
didn't we?
just
Yeah, we did, yeah. I want to give him a double one.
I love Joe.
Sugar, sugar, bum, 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 bum. Give me it up when I go off stage.
Rest in
Bum,
peace,
bum,
Bray
bum.
Wyatt. Also, Yevgeny something got murdered by
What
the
up, what
government.
up, Brain Wyatt?
You're about Yevgeny
the
something
Brain
or
Wyatt?
other, the guy from the politician who got killed in a plane or something.
Oh yeah, the
RFK?
Russian guy who was challenging Putin, and then he just got shot down by Putin. It seems like Putin won that battle. Uh-oh, probably shouldn't go against Putin.
I like
Yeah.
that one.
That's why I stopped-
Bulgarian guy.
I stopped
His
book-
name was Vladimir.
I
call him
stopped
Putin.
booking.
Oh,
I stopped
yeah.
booking.
And he's
Aaron
like,
Putin.
that all the time.
I stopped booking Aaron Putin. I don't support what they're doing over there.
No, it's bullshit. Aaron Putin. It's like
I saw one of
Ukraine
it.
is really cool, and Joe Biden taught me that.
I saw one of Aaron Setnam's puts on stage. You know that, Jason?
Not
I
Putin.
saw one of Aaron Setnam's puts
Oh yeah.
at Zany's, and I'll tell you, it was hole in zero.
All I know is I'm pro Ukraine. I love the news. I think it's bullshit what Putin is doing at times, and I think we should
Well,
At
you're
times?
fight against him sometimes.
at times.
At Downs.
I think I kind
he's
of I like what they're
involved,
doing. I mean, we need to merge
That's the problem. I like it too.
Us in Russia.
us and Russia and China.
Yeah, it's like Russia owns that shit. Give
Hell
it
yeah,
back.
dude.
We'll give China Antarctica. But we take their where they live.
I do
And then
support.
we'll give Russia like all the bad parts.
Uh-huh.
We'll give them bad Europe. So we take good Europe and us, and we take China and Japan
It does
and
make
Australia.
sense to
So I mean, since
combine.
we're the biggest force, we get the most. So we'll give China just Antarctica.
Some Andrew Tate's always talking about how governments just
It's a good deal.
maximize their power. I think that's if the U.S., Russia, China teams up, which is inevitable.
Yeah.
We've
The thing is,
discussed this,
people
do it.
overestimate the military power in real life of Russia because they really don't. Like
They're a bunch of
in a
little
real war, aside
bitches.
from their nukes,
Uh-huh.
they really they just have a lot of tanks. They don't have a great air force.
Congrats to India, landing 4th country to land on the moon this week.
India's
Did they actually?
amazing, dude.
Oh, yeah.
India's doing
They put a red dot on it.
Yeah, I guess it stinks up there now.
crazy things, dude.
My
They
joke is
did-
better.
I guess.
I thought the moon was made of cheese. No.
I've done both these jokes already, I think.
No, you did both?
I've been
You didn't do the red dot.
I
on
didn't
it?
do the red dot.
I didn't know that-
I've been talking about this all week, and then people have been making
You did something
these
about a red
jokes,
dot
these
the other
versions
day.
of this joke. Just
Mine-
something about India.
mine was
and the
a-
moon.
Yeah,
off-
you did
mine
something
was-
red dot related.
Mine was an off the cuff, funny original
Yeah.
joke.
They knew-
Like a Disney Channel original movie.
They knew where to land because they
Lindsay
put a red dot
McGuire.
on the map of the moon.
You guys
It
know
looked like
Lindsay
Dylan
Mc-
turned Indian.
Okay, that'll be the day.
Oh, what about
And pigs don't fly.
Hold on,
'cause they
listen.
don't have-
Listen to this,
Right.
Lindsay Lohan. What about Lindsay Rohan? And then it's like Lindsay Lohan is the
Lindsay
king
Rohan.
of the Lord of the Rings Rohan.
Lord of the Rohan.
Lindsay McGuire.
Lindsay Rohan.
Lindsay.
Lord of the Rings sucks.
Lindsay Graham Crack.
You mute me? You're trying to mute me, but your
Fuck.
buttons are
Lizzie
stuck.
hitting the wrong
McGram
ones.
Crack. Lizzie McGram. Cracker.
Can you apologize?
So Andrew Tate talks about being an unapologetic
It's funny. It kind of reminds me of our
man.
big fight in an absurd way.
No, but
I'm
you
just gonna move on from it.
but you enjoyed Lord of the Rings 3 while you were watching it.
I saw Lord of the Rings 2 in theaters. I fell asleep.
No, Lord of the Rings 3, your friend
I did.
your friend fell asleep.
And then I saw Lord of the Rings 3 and my friend fell asleep. he
Well,
had just been shot.
it
He
was
was
the
on
lack
fentanyl
of-
patches.
Yeah.
Diversity. There's
And
no
you walked away like
diversity.
Walter White.
And then I just left him there.
The,
yeah,
the most
drooling.
I've laughed on this podcast, I think, is when we had Danny Fallon on, and you asked him, "Have you ever seen like someone ODing?" And you just kind of like sneak away like Walter White.
Yeah,
That was
I tried
funny,
to bring.
dude.
I tried to call it back today with Joe.
Was
Yeah.
that kind of because
Yeah,
you
you
knew
did.
that he did? Is
Huh?
that it was? Like
No,
you knew
no,
that
no,
he
no.
had?
I just thought it was.
It was just a heroin joke.
Yeah. It was like the most fucked up thing that happened in the whole Breaking Bad, arguably. And I just asked him if he did that.
I like to
I
ask
just
him.
thought
if
And
it'd
he
be
had like
crazy.
5 years as a heroin addict. Where he's clearly,
Yeah,
he's
he
clearly
was an
seen
addict.
ODs. That's why I was cracking up so much.
It was such a bad thing to say.
It was in so much poor taste.
I like asking him like, what's it like going from heroin to a vape?
That was good too.
I just
yeah.
feel like that was my crowning moment. It's probably never gonna top that.
Yeah, well, Danny Fallon's never welcome
Danny
back. on
Fallon
the
boy brings
podcast.
the best out of all of us. I
Danny
guess.
Fallon.
He's never welcome back.
Yeah, fuck, he's too gay.
Because I
Yeah.
thought it was Jimmy. It wasn't.
Yeah, we
And
thought
it
it
was
was
better
Jimmy
'cause of that.
Fallon. Every time he's tricked me.
Yeah.
He says he has on blackface, and I'm like, oh, it's Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah. I
Really?
was like, wait, is this Chris Rock or is this a young Chris Rock? And it wasn't. But
Well,
Danny Fallon.
we can end on Danny Gallon. Joe
Danny
Joe
Fallon.
killed Danny Gallon.
Joe
Nice.
killed-
He killed Danny Fallon.
Krill Cosby.
So guys, just make sure to defend Joe Krill Gallon against Whale McPeak.
Absolutely.
once he's at full strength again.
I prefer
Yeah.
a cup of Joe.
But also
Whale Mexican
also
Destroy.
prayers out to Dale McPeak. He's my boy.
Shout out to
Metallica.
Dale.
His ribs hurt.
Prayers up. I hope you don't turn
Dude,
brain dead
but
like
honestly,
my friend when he fell off a thing.
No, he's
that
called me 2 times.
sick.
He's fully
Oh, okay,
there.
cool. He's fully.
Hey,
He's not Terry Schiavo.
no, he asked if I could find
barely
painkillers
shy,
for
man.
him. I was like, no, just call your nurse practitioner to get you more. Like what?
Yeah, dude.
And
Press the
man
button. Press
up.
the button. More and more.
No, this is after he was out. He was like, they only give me 5 days worth. Obviously, he probably ate those in 2 days. But I was like, to say like 5 days isn't enough for the amount of pain you're going through breaking a bunch of ribs.
Yeah.
5 days if you're lucky.
Give me at
It
least
makes you
a
want
double
more.
that.
It makes you want more, and it makes you fiend.
I can't wait till
Fiend.
Dale's a
More
heroin
fiend.
addict.
I'm
and
fiending for more.
Gambling
Fiending.
addict and a heroin addict.
dude.
Especially if he gets money from the settlement.
What are the odds?
Actually, we probably shouldn't talk about the settlement.
Tom, no.
Todd Massey.
Older guy from the South Side, Tim. Tim does a joke about being on all sorts of opiates, and I don't think he really is. But if he is, I want to buy
Tim
him
who?
from him. Tim, the guy with no teeth.
Oh, McLaughlin.
No,
Someone was talking
Oh,
about how it's
yeah.
not
No, I know.
cool
the guy
to,
who runs the Orange show.
Yeah, Orange
I like
Lounge.
that guy a lot.
me too, Tim. We should have him on.
He's one of the nicer guys.
they
He's
don't
awesome.
look
And then he'll roll with the punches too.
Sometimes
to
people
Tim.
don't roll with the punches. Sometimes someone's
Some
complaining
people,
about
some people don't
rubbing
bow with the
to.
ba.
Yeah.
Bow with the ba.
The bang, as
Big
I was
diggy
saying.
diggy. That's a good way to end the
Big
podcast.
rock.
We got a plug. Catch Joe Kilgallen next week, folks, and then
No plugs? Or
we already did plugs on the guest.
you gotta become a Patreon to hear our plugs.
Yeah. Actually, no, we should do plugs on the public one.
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of the main
Yeah,
plug.
Yeah. Oh, this is coming out tonight if I can get it out, or tomorrow.
I'll be at my buddies on Sunday, which is I believe is tomorrow, and so please show
Sunday
up.
the 29th.
At 9
27th.
p.m., $10. Support me, vote for me, so I can
$10.
win.
That is, dude. $10 is cheap.
I know.
So cheap.
That's nothing.
Yeah, it's literally
pocket
no
lint.
money, you broke listeners.
No, don't
Yeah.
call it broke.
That's it,
No,
though.
say that's like no money, my good friends.
On one of the more
my
recent
friends,
teasers, I go,
it's no money.
if you're not a patron, then I fucking think you're a fucking loser.
Yeah, no, I love that.
I
Yeah.
don't want people to think
Keep
I'm
those
a
going.
That was like
loser.
super harsh.
I'm a winner. I'll be.
Jason, you got any shows coming up?
JasonMeltonComedy.com, so you find out about my shows. I think I'm doing some shows this month.
Kind of
check
look
out my
it up. and-
check out my comedy special. Filming it November 11th, 2022. Or
miss
you
it
can
again.
Don't miss it.
Don't miss it.
again.
And it comes out on YouTube January 10th, 2023.
There's two actors,
Yeah,
two
where's the
cops on it,
next
I think, that are going to be on it.
yeah.
And
And-
we re-dropped it because of the album art was
Yeah.
terrifying.
And
so
it
it's
did
better.
really,
we
really
wanted
well.
we wanted to do, instead of having terrifying album art, really stretched out album art.
But you can you can watch it on his you can watch it at Jason Melton Comedy Vids or on at Bad Comedy Podcast. It's on both. For me, I got if you want a financial wizard, hit me up. I got my show on 9/11. I'm doing 9/11 joke 7 p.m. at Reggies. I also got a show November 1st. With John Hickok down at PD's show, Small World Bar and Grill, my favorite show to do.
Put it in your phone.
Put it in your
now.
phone. Lock it in.
November 1st.
Lock it in. Lock it in. You know what they
11/1.
say. And
I had a good set of zanies. I just put the clip up without watching it, and then somebody commented like, "This guy does not belong here" or
Oh
something.
my god!
And then
Really?
I went and watched it, and it's like you can't hear the laughs at all. Like the volume is just my
Oh.
microphone.
They've had some.
It was like they just didn't have the room mic'd, so you can't hear. You just hear me talking. It just looks like
Wow.
I'm bombing. So I had to take it down.
oh, it looks like all the clips you make fun of.
No, that's what I like about it.
It actually made me rethink it. I'm like, are all these people doing what I did?
No.
Like,
No, it's just comedy audiences. They just online. They look at how many laughs someone's getting. That's how
well,
they base
no,
their
you can't
opinion
hear
off
the
of
laugh.
it.
It looks like I'm bombing
So they're
because
gonna think
they
you're
only
bombing.
use the
Or-
onstage mic and not the crowd.
But
You can't hear
sometimes
the
there's
crowd.
sometimes
So then they base it on that, and they say this guy's not
sometimes-
funny.
It
You know
is uncomfortable to watch though, because I'm pausing and it's just silent.
but a lot of my clips are uncomfortable on purpose, and they do well.
So Matt kind of
Because-
goes for an on purpose.
I go for a
approach,
nuanced
Very
audience.
different.
A new wants. People that have wants that are new. You know, that's what I think it means.
And which you should have. We're talking.
Yeah, so I give them
Muhammad
new
Ali.
wants, the new things that they want.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, thanks for listening so much, and thanks for coming on, Jason
Thanks for having me.
and Dylan.
Thanks for having me again.
Dude, of course. And hey, folks, we'll when the moon hits the sunrise and the moon falls into the ground,
Luca
it will
Farrow.
be here with
It's a
Luca
pie.
Farrow, the pharaoh of the mound.